Welcome everybody, it's MDC, the MDC here and MDC React, and your friend in the neighborhood pharmacist. And for this week's video, I just decided to do a little reaction video to this little clip I saw that Family Guy did. Basically, it's a little education on vaccines and how they work, and I just thought it was brilliant, so I'm going to be reacting to it so that you guys can basically be exposed to it as well. The link to the full video though is in my description, so go and check out the full video and you can come back to it if you want. Alright, so let's back out the laptop. Let's get to reviewing. Now, Family Guy is by Fox. I think it's still by Fox, and I know that some YouTubers normally have issues with reviewing Fox videos, so I'm just gonna try and see how best I can, show y'all some of the clips without getting a copyright claim. Alright, let's start the video.
God, I hate getting shots. Why am I gonna get this stupid COVID vaccine anyway?
First of all, COVID. Who says COVID? I never not hear one person ever say COVID in my life. Even when it just come out, everybody COVID. I don't know, Peter just special.
Peter, it's COVID. You should know how to say it. It's been well over a year.
Exactly.
Yeah, I only ever read it. So, if it isn't the mummy to be. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna be competent today. Now, before I admit it, how does your vaccine work? What?
And that's the thing, I never understood why they keep going to the doctor. It's doctor obviously know what I do.
Vaccines have been around for hundreds of years. They helped eliminate smallpox from the face of the earth, and they're well on the way to doing the same with polio. Those were once devastating diseases, you understand, and now, thanks to vaccines, you don't even have to worry about them. What do you say, Brian?
Yes, so I remember watching a video of the polio vaccine, and just basically back then when polio was really decimating the world and the populations, and I remember how many people were just reacting the exact same way to the polio vaccine like what they were the COVID vaccine. Back then, it was still a lot of people saying, oh, they just want to kill us off, oh, them just want to control you, them just want to do this, them just want to do that. It's the exact same thing you saw happening with the polio vaccine happening now, which is kind of why it's so frustrating to me, because I'm like, this is every single time a vaccine come out, and this is going to happen, so it's just very annoying to me.
We're inside the fat man's body.
Fine, I'll text her. I'll be late.
Brian always have some
yes, there's too much plaque in his arteries. You'll never get a signal. Anyway, vaccines protect us from illnesses by activating our immune response without the danger of actual infection, thereby training the body to fight off the real thing. Some of the COVID vaccines work by exposing your immune system to proteins which resemble the spike protein of the virus, but cannot infect you.
This is how the AstraZeneca works, and I think Johnson, but yeah, no, definitely that's how the AstraZeneca works. Since that's the most popular one here, you should know how that one works. Expose the body to things similar to the COVID-19 spike protein, so that your body can build up defenses against those. So when your actual COVID virus comes along, the body can just bring up the memory cells and say, oh, we see it already, we could kill it, and it kill it faster, rather than someone who hasn't gotten the vaccine, who body brand new to the virus.
The vaccine stimulates your immune system to make antibodies against the virus, mimicking what happens when you get COVID, except that you don't get sick with the vaccine. The mRNA vaccines actually use the genetic code of the virus to create a pretend version of the spike protein.
Hi, I look like the virus, but I'm not the virus.
And even though you hear the word genetic coding and so on, don't worry, it doesn't hijack your DNA, it doesn't come into contact with your DNA at all. If you want to know exactly how mRNA vaccines work, other than this one from Family Guy, go and check out the video that's somewhere, probably over here, so I'm not sure, but yeah, it's going to be somewhere up here, so go and check out that video how mRNA vaccines actually work.
When the real virus tries to attack your body, these pre-made circulating immune proteins are already available, coded to recognize the virus and at the ready to fight back. They essentially find, bind to, and kill the invading virus, drastically reducing the chances that you'll get sick. The vaccine also results in the creation of memory cells that will fight the virus in years to come.
Memory cells, right. I'm glad you said that. I was going to touch on it.
Don't do that.
Exactly.
The more quickly we all get...
I swear, Brian is so pretentious. I don't know about you, but I'm on Team Quagmire with hating Brian. Brian is so annoying. I swear, he knows everything. Nobody know as much as him. I don't know nothing.
Vaccinated. The more quickly we can all get back to doing the things we love safely.
Right, like that chick in the bowling alley.
Yeah, I was thinking of, like, concerts.
Yeah, maybe
As of
concerts
now,
or
millions of
parties.
COVID vaccines have been administered safely to people around the world. Brian, I think you're stepping on Peter's liver.
Yeah.
That Peter's liver.
All right, well, what Peter might ask is, what if the vaccine makes him sick?
The common side effects from the COVID vaccines are generally mild and last a few days. But do you know what can have...
Yeah, so side effects can include, very mild things like a fever or muscle aches, fatigue, and just basic mild things like those. And they should just last about two or 3 days. If they last more than 3 days, however, definitely go and talk to your doctor about that.
serious long-term side effects?
COVID.
Well, he also says he just figures everyone else is going to get it, so why does he have to?
Well, what he should understand is that getting the shot not only protects him, but also the people around him. But even more importantly, if the virus is allowed to spread through an unvaccinated population, it could mutate into a variant that the vaccines might not protect against. And then we're right back where we started. Gal Gadot singing Imagine. We cannot let that happen.
I just realized this is like one of those schoolhouse rocks.
Yes, so that's one of the things that I realize nowadays. A lot of people, they don't really understand that if they don't get the vaccine, it can actually negatively impact other people. They're just saying, oh, why you care? Because if I don't get the vaccine, it's only affecting me. No, if you don't get the vaccine and then you get the variants of COVID that are very serious, then you end up in the hospital system, end up clogging up the hospital system, which already have oxygen shortage, this drug shortage, that shortage, and that shortage going ahead to affect people who don't have COVID in the hospital, people who need surgeries, you have a C-section, you have this, that open heart surgeries that need these resources that have to be put into the COVID population at the hospitals, and basically just taking away those resources from other people who need it outside of COVID. It's very serious, and a lot of people don't understand that because they're not in the healthcare system. They're not seeing what's happening behind the scenes. They're just out and about in the world. They see people who get COVID, and it's not the serious kind of COVID. So them can't get through. When me can't get through, then them get the variant or the strain that is really bad, end up in the hospital system, and then the cycle just continues. So yes, now getting the vaccine can actually negatively impact other people. And as it was saying, yes, if the virus keeps spreading through the unvaccinated population, it can be allowed to mutate to something that the vaccine can't even help anymore. And we're right back to square one where there's nothing we can do but quarantine, lockdown days, and so on.
So, rock. Yeah, it's like school. Way to end strong, Brian.
You know what, Doc? I changed my mind. Something inside of me tells me I ought to get the shot. I think you're going to be very happy you did. Okay, just give me fair warning because I'm very afraid of needles. And also some guy on the radio said...
You're done.
Is that it? That was easy. Is that a freaking Bart Simpson Band-Aid?
But yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching. So yes, again, I just say as well, it's up to you if you want to get the vaccine, but just definitely understand what the repercussions can be if you don't get the vaccine. If you don't get the vaccine and you're not protecting yourself, because I don't have an issue if you don't want to get the vaccine, but you cannot be one of those people who don't want to get the vaccine, one of those people who don't want the curfew, one of these people who don't want the lockdown days, like at the same time. You don't want lockdown, you don't want curfew, you don't want to wear a mask, you don't want sanitizer, you don't want the vaccine. What you want to do? What you want to do? Someone have to do something. So if you don't want the vaccine, stay home as much as possible. You can't be going out here again. You can't be doing this, you can't be doing that. You have to be masking up as much as possible. So physically distancing as much as possible. You can't just go on like everything normal and not want the vaccine at the same time. Even if you get the vaccine, for now, we just have to be wearing our masks, still sanitizing, still seeing the protocols. But it's just that if you don't get the vaccine, definitely have to be doing those stuff even more. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. This was kind of a fun one to watch. I think this is brilliant what Family Guy did, and it just reaches a different audience that probably healthcare people like me never reach. It's Family Guy, reach so many people. So I'm really glad that they did something like this. Again, go and watch the full video down in the description. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, it really helps out the channel. And thanks for coming this week. Hope to see you next week again.